So this exercise is eye contact. Now I tend to like to get that connection before we do anything. What I love about the eye contact, is teaching the eye contact, is that there are 3 really good elements that we learn. The first is criteria. And the criteria for eye contact of what I'm about to do is only that she has to look at me. That is the only criteria. She doesn't have to be in a sit, she doesn't have to be in a stand, she can be in any position she wants to be. She only has to give me eye contact, that's all I'm asking for. And the second is I'm probably going to capture it. And capture, what that means is she's just going to do it. And at the point that she does it, I'm going to use my marker. And that's the third thing that it's really good to teach, is a marker. Because an eye contact can be something that's quite fleeting. So by using a marker, yes, it's quick enough to capture it. So that's what we're trying to do. Now, food out of sight, because I want eye contact. And if I've got food in sight, they're more likely to look at the food. The other way to do it is to have food out like this and then wait for that looking at my face, because she won't sustain looking at that hand. She'll come back to me to see what's going on. And she will look at. So we've switched dogs, perfectly fine. Yes, good girl. So I got that eye contact. As I say, it was fleeting. It was fleeting. Yes, good girl. So I'm going to do it now. I am going to hold my the hand up to the side. It's got food in it. See what she does. Yes, good girl. She's got so much hair. I have to know if you're looking at me. So again, what I love about this exercise is the fact that it's using a capture, a marker and criteria really, really clearly. So she doesn't have, she can be in any position. All I want is that eye contact, and that's all I'm looking for. And then I'm going to capture that eye contact and I'm going to mark it. Now she's got a long hairy fringe, so I need to wait for it. In an indoor enclosed environment, you're more likely to get this. They're distracted out here. Yes, good girl. All I'm doing really is I'm encouraging it. You can put a cue to it, of course, and I tend to use a cue. I do use a cue for it. Yes, good girl. I tend to use the cue ready, because whenever we're about to do something, I like to get that to make sure that we've got that eye contact. Of course, yes, good girl. If you really struggle with this, you can lure it. And how you would lure it is you would hold the food here. Yes, good girl, and you would give her the food. But what I found with that is it's quite difficult to drop the lure. I mean, you can not have food in your hand and do this, but then that becomes the visual cue. And I find that quite difficult to lose, to get rid of. See, she's following my hand now, not looking for my face. So I think it's better to sit it out and wait for that, wait to capture that eye contact. It does happen, it does happen. You've seen, she looks at me and I mark it and reward it. So we're outdoors and they're just free to do what they like. It's not as if we're indoors and in a less distracting environment. But let's see if I can get one more from her. Yes, good girl. Brilliant. She's a smarty pants. She's a smarty pants. Yes, she is. Tulu's bored. She's lying down over there. And that is eye contact.